guys are trying to get past. They're too scared of the guards. Ooh, it's a dragon. It looks like a dragon pony. Welcome everyone to Seoul in South Korea. We are here in a palace of name of which I cannot remember. Gyeongbokgung, can't remember. These names are so hard for me to pronounce. But anyway, Liam's going to pick up tickets and I'll tell you exactly where we are in a second. This is beautiful. Oh my god, look at this field. Look at this forecourt. Let's say forecourt. Look at this forecourt. And look at that beautiful gate over there. That's just amazing. I'm sorry, I'm constantly checking the kanji, the Chinese characters that are on top of some of these buildings, because some of them are pavilions, some of them are gates, some of them are halls. The kanji that I can't read is a pavilion. I definitely know what the kanji is for gate. And the kanji is for hall is the other one that I think I can read, but I'm not exactly too sure. So cool, all right, let's go and check out the tickets. Yeah. How much are they, Liam?
3,000 won.
Each?
Yes.
3,000 won each?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose it's kind of a big place. So tickets for the palace are 3,000 won each. That's not actually that bad, there's only $3. It's like nothing. Like 3,000 anything to me just sounds crazy, but the currency here is such high denominations, like seriously high. Like 10,000 is like $10. Right, Liam, I still don't know the name of this palace. Gyeongbokgung. 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 Ta-da! It looks pretty amazing already. I'm so excited. So I mentioned in the other vlogs that the palaces here in Seoul face south. There is a reason for that, of which I do not know. Maybe I'll put it along the bottom here. So all the palaces traditionally face south. There's one palace that faces east. There are 5 palaces. Have I got stuff in my teeth? Sexy. There is one palace that faces east. There are 5 palaces here in Seoul, but only 4 that remain, right? There was 5, there's now 4.
No, isn't it the 5 famous ones of the whole of South Korea or Korea?
Are you sure? Because I checked Seoul.
Seoul. Okay, maybe.
In this bit here, look. I'll put what is actually correct, because I thought there was 5 in Seoul and only 4 remain. Liam says there's 5 in South Korea and 4 of them are here. One of us is correct, or neither of us, but not both of us. So there's an information point just to the right when you come in from the entrance. So Liam's come to get a map, because we have no idea what we're doing.
So we've just come into here.
Uh-huh.
So there seems to be parking, there's a museum out the front as well. Yeah, otherwise we walk through, there's a main building
I want to see this one. Awesome, let's go. So here we go, here's another one of the gates. You can see the first kanji at the top, so like there, that kanji means gate. So when you're looking at that, I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's a gate as well, but that's the kanji you're looking for. So this area, Gyeongjong. Okay, so this hall is Gyeongjong Hall, and Liam explained to me the name of it. It's the place where the king does his duties correctly.
No, all affairs will be properly managed if the king demonstrates diligence.
That's what it means. So there you go, there's the throne room. That is pretty fancy. They quite like sitting on these kind of... I always think these thrones look a bit like treasure chests, and they do not look comfy. But the artwork behind is amazing. Is that the moon and the sun? Looks a bit like the Walrus and the Carpenter from Alice in Wonderland. We're at the back of the palace now. I'm just going to go through another gate. Look at that, Liam's face just in the corner. Oh, so cute. Say this again, what's the hall?
Hall where the king should think deeply before deciding what is right or wrong.
So this is Confucianism.
Well, they were Confucian.
This sounds Confuciusing. Oh.
Terrible pun.
Tours going on. Here's Liam taking a picture for some people outside one of the halls. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, you tell him, girl. So this beautiful pavilion here, with the one with the water around it, was where the king entertained foreign visitors and took banquets. And apparently they used to go around this artificial lake on boats and stuff for funsies. So if we were important enough to come as foreign visitors, that's where we would have dined. Doubt that was in my past, though. He has to dip his head every time we go through one of these. Mine, I might have to dip my head too. Oh, it's the perfect size! Ow. So we just popped over to the King's sleeping chambers. Pretty amazing. I always feel like it's very open though. You know, that it's just here in this open courtyard, so easy to get to. Liam was explaining that there'd probably be more walls around and there'll be loads of guards around too, so it wouldn't have been too easy to get here. Well, it wouldn't have been easy at all to get here. It's just very open, and it does get pretty cold here as well.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. They did have heated floors, and they've got double layers.
They're brilliant. So we think these Korean kids are following us. So these kids are like intent on having a picture with us. You want another one? Okay, the girls are coming to have a picture with us now. Okay, bye.
I think they're stealing their phone. Because they gave their phone to the boys and the boys just ran off with it.
So these are the kids that came to have a picture with us. So where are you from? Korea?
Yes.
Yeah. You go to school here?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Your English is very good. Yeah. Thank you for having a picture. Bye. You can fit Ninja in there.
Yeah, but what's the ninja going to do in the heating room?
I don't know. Excuse me if I'm being worried about the King's well-being. Right, we're going to see the Queen's chambers now. Here it is. Ta-da! Like, I don't know, like the King's chambers are cool, like they're just over here. Queen's chambers are just over here. Would you want to be that far away? But I guess being King and Queen's not the same about being in a like loving relationship, is it? Maybe sometimes you just want to be in your own chambers, right? Maybe. They have a very small door. Right, let's not try and hit the camera this time. Very cute, look at it. So awesome. What is this? It's a well. Wow. Oh, okay, so you have to lift that up and then there's a well underneath. I guess that kind of makes sense. And what's under there? Over here you can eat like they did in the Joseon period. There's a little cafe. You can probably see some people hanging out outside. You can have tea and sweets and a few other meals that are a bit like the type of meals that they would have in the Joseon period when the kings lived here in the palace. It's so cool. So it gets pretty cold here in the winter and a lot of the floors are heated inside. So they have sort of a weird version of central heating where all of the floors are heated and most of them are made out of sort of clay, I think. But anyway, it's definitely not wood because that wouldn't make any sense. The central heating chimneys are here. Some of them are more elaborate than others and they poke up from all over the place. It's kind of strange because in Japan they don't have such a system. So it's weird for me to see this sort of architecture with chimneys dotted around. So this building we think is called Gyeongbokgung, and it is a library and guest house for foreign dignitaries. So we popped into the pavilion and in the little hexadecimal bit that you saw on the left hand side earlier, it's got a little cafe. Look. So cute. We actually got some tea with honey. What do we get? Ginger tea with honey. Which is good because I'm a little poorly, so this is going to be really delicious. Look at the mountains in the distance. Oh, beautiful buildings. Another one of those wells over to the right. So you come to another one of the halls. This hall was made by a king, I think around the 1850s. I want to say 1862, but I'm not entirely sure. This king set up this hall, or this area, this shrine, to house a portrait of the first king of the Joseon dynasty, which I think was King Taejo, and I think he reigned very, very early on in around 1300s. So this whole shrine was set up for the portrait, to house the portrait of him. Later on, it became the resting place, or the coffin house, of Queen Myeongseong. Yeah, so she now rests here, or did rest here for some time. But it's a beautiful shrine, look. These long halls, like flanked by these pillars. It's so, so wonderful. Squirmy's gonna roll underneath this low thing. Go, roll, roll, roll. So we've come to a part of the palace which I think is the bedchambers of Empress Myeongseong and the king, her king at the time, and it seems like she was actually murdered by Japanese assassins during her reign. This building was then torn down and turned into an area that was made for a museum, and Japanese ran the museum, and then later when Korea went back to the hands of the Korea, so it became run by Korea. There's a word for that, right, when it gets given back to the original country, but when it got ran by Korea again, they renovated this area again back into the bedchambers of the Empress, and so it's now restored and was reopened to the public again in 2007. Like one of the main buildings here. Look at these beautiful paintings at the back. Always have this sort of sun and moon. And then I'm going to twist around delicately, and you can see the view of the pavilion out over the wall. Pretty amazing. So back out of the forecourt, and so many people are having pictures taken in their traditional dress. Look at this huge group over here. That's so cool. I think these Westerners are helping them take pictures. There's so many people that come in their traditional dress to have the photos taken, or to take their own photos. Friends, couples, people in huge groups, people with babies as well. It's pretty amazing. Anyway, we're leaving the palace now, back out of the front. We're gonna pop over and see a guy who made an alphabet. Okay, just outside the palace. This is so cool. This road is huge. There's the palace, that's where we were at. I'm gonna spin round. It's totally gonna work. There's all this traffic from one side of the street, there's traffic from the other side of the street, and that guy up there, maybe you can see his statue. Wait, I can't point there. I think he's over there. There's a lot of glare here. That is the guy that we're gonna see who made the alphabet. This is King Sejong, and the reason why he's so important is he was the one who came up with the Korean alphabet. Now I forget how many characters there are, there's around 40 odd characters or something like that. Originally, sorry, ambulance going past. Originally Korea were using Chinese characters very similar to Japanese, but King Sejong realized that this meant that people were highly illiterate because there were so many Chinese characters to learn. I've often thought this actually within Japanese, with 10,000 recognized characters and 2,500 characters needed for you to even be able to properly read. There must be a lot of illiteracy in those countries that rely on Chinese characters. So he created a phonetic alphabet. Now I know it doesn't look so phonetic to you and me, but each of those symbols are actually phonetic, or they combine to create a new phonetic symbol. So I think the symbols that are around his statue aren't exactly the ones that are used today. A lot of them are, some of them aren't. But he was the one who created or empowered the creation of the new Korean alphabet, which is what they use today. It's actually pretty simple to learn. I will leave a link down in the description, which is a how to learn Korean in 15 minutes. It's actually pretty cool. You're not going to be able to remember everything, but it's a pretty good resource to have. So yeah, that's the guy. Thank you, King Sejong. Wow, they're amazing. So sadly, the last palace that we wanted to go to, the Deoksugung, I can't remember, it's actually closed on Mondays, and we're only here on Monday, so we didn't get to see it. We got to see the palaces that we really wanted to see though, which was fantastic. So I'm going to say goodbye here from South Korea for today. We've got other vlogs that we've done during this time whilst we're here, but I think tonight we're going to go and have a look around the market, so I'll vlog for that. So I'll hope to see you guys all then. Yes, good. Yeah. Okay everyone, bye! We are at Namdaemun Market. Oh yeah, you can see. It's amazing. Liam spotted these tiny dried little crabs down there. Look. I want to go up the escalator. Look at all these spices.
Yeah, that's a lot of garlic.
That is a lot of garlic. It's like one guy carrying all of those boxes. These guys are making cold noodles.